With a dream of continental glory deferred for one more season, Mamelodi Sundowns seek reprieve and redemption in the MTN 8 as they take on Cape Town City, looking to reverse a one-goal deficit. It's a very good afternoon to you from a blistering hot Atteridgeville. Peli Pitori Matlangeng is where we are this afternoon for this MTN 8 semi-final second leg match between the three-time holders Mamelodi Sundowns and Cape Town City, last season's finalist, and we could well have a repeat of last year's final. And because SuperSport United, the holders, have already booked their place and they lie in wait for the team that will emerge from this afternoon's fixture. So it's all to do then for the home side. That is Mamelodi Sundowns, as the two teams make it out onto the playing field. It really does feel like the second day of spring. Lots of changes on both sides. Peter Masiman has brought changes into attack from a team that played against Oroya in the Champions League. Jose Ali Mesa is in attack along with Tony Silva. Tapelo Morena comes in at right back in place of the injured Daniel Ngong, while Mosali Busa will be replacing Ricardo Nascimento at centre back. Cape Town City has lots of changes, as you'd expect. Benny McCarthy having rested quite a few players in midweek, including Tariq Phillips, the man who scored the goal that separates the two sides. He is back. He was also sitting on 3 yellow cards. That's why he was rested. And Thabo Nodada has restored to the starting lineup at the back. Tamim Kiza is back. And Teko Modise joins in the midfield. And there's a welcome return as well for the pacey Riyad Nuruddin, who will make his second appearance in this MTN 8.
Yeah, I remember
Temba Zwane. Here's Temba Zwane. Shot! Great save. Liebenberg. Somebody has a chance here! All squares. Tony Silva with a golden goal. It's a goal that brings Sundowns level. And it's a timely one. They needed to get it in the first half, and set up now by Temba Zwane. And alert there was Tony Silva, sharp and quick off the mark to pick up the scraps.
Let's have a look at the scraps that you're talking about. It was a clearance which Sundowns intercepted and a quick interchanging or passing. Look at how Zwane sets up that pass. It came from the keeper. He was there. And look at the two strikers that have been tasked, of course, to try and unlock this Cape Town City. It started with a shot from Zwane and the two strikers, Menza. And look at the finishing at the end from Menza.
Did well there, Liebenberg. Martin at the other end now. Still Martin going. It's a great run. It's almost done. What a save!
Look at the number of players that were there, and no one is challenging him. And he gets in there, and he's still, because they've all pressed a panic button already. And he's much more composed, he's focused, he's slicing through all of them, and only to be denied by one man. An excellent goalkeeping from Dennis Onyango.
Could be problems here for Sundowns. A shot! Teko Modise puts it wide.
Something he couldn't do in the first half, but encouraged, of course, by the pressure, sustained pressure from his team, and now he's got the luxury to push more forward.
Gets it back inside. There's Lacquer. Chance here! What a save, Liebenberg! But there was a flag up for offside against Wenaris.
Two things. I thought he could have come out and cut out that ball, but then he didn't. But the positioning in the end, and that save, even though it was offside,
has not put a foot wrong, and that is it. Penalties will decide this one. Sundowns. Yeah, a few tired legs out there. They're gonna have to stretch them out quickly. Brian Marte, on the basis of what we saw there, neither team really did enough to win it in regulation time.
I think the penalties will be the best decider.
Now, who will be the first one to step up for Cape Town City?
I think it's Teko Modise.
Yeah, his experience.
Yeah.
He's been in these situations plenty of times, as Teko Modise. Former Sundowns man, of course. He's had glory with Mamelodi Sundowns.
He's gonna go right.
Let's see which way he's gonna go. Nana Kankosa Temba goes left. Or the keeper goes left. Keeper dives to his left and Temba went the other way. Well taken and off the mark, Cape Town City.
Yeah, and it's Sereno. Because of he's such a skillful player, this is the penalty. Well taken, power.
Mesa. Dummy there, sends the keeper the wrong way. Confidently done.
Similar approaches. Clayton to the right-hand side of the keeper, he will go left. The booing, of course, of Teko Modise trying to put him under pressure.
Here's Teko Modise. Sticks it away. Keeper went the right way.
High enough not to allow the keeper to reach it. But again, a good technique of right at the corner there. Aim for the corner of that net.
Tony Silva, the man who scored the only goal of the game.
Lefties, it's better there when they go to the right.
Oh, save by Leeuwenberg! It's a perfect height for a keeper, and Leeuwenberg makes the save. Looking to keep or press home the advantage for City. Well taken, well taken. Beautifully, excellent penalties are from Cape Town City.
Well taken penalties.
4 out of 4, and Langerman steps up, must score. In fact, it's Anthony Lafort, I beg your pardon, that's gonna take this one and came on as a sub. Oh! Disaster! It's well saved by Leeuwenberg! And the Sundowns crash out! Sundowns' horror week is now complete. There shall be no redemption. The MTN 8 continues to elude Pitso Mosimane and Mamelodi Sundowns. Delight for Cape Town City. The business has been settled. More heartbreak for Mamelodi Sundowns, but for Cape Town City, it's delight as they set up another final against SuperSport United. They've won it 4-2 on penalties.
Last season, I know the heartache of losing in the final, you know, and almost there. And so I feel for Coach Pitso, you know, and his boys, because I think they did enough to go through, but unfortunately not meant to be. So now again, a repeat of last year's final. We've got an apple to peel.
I saw a signal from Rusike to Teko Modise almost saying that, yeah, the direction you told me to kick was the right one. And about 4 of those penalties went to the right of Dennis Onyango. Was that his weak spot?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what's in the camp there, but the goalkeeper and the players did analyze a few. And then they did see that Dennis is much stronger going on to his left. So we just figured if we hit it side net to his right, then we might be in with a chance. Unfortunately for enough, everyone, they didn't forget what was spoken and what was planned there to go to Dennis's right. So yeah, I think they did their homework. So well deserved. I'm happy for the boys. Yeah, second season as a coach, 2 finals. What more can you ask for, Robbie?
Yeah, a good game. We should have wrapped it up earlier. Don't have to wait for penalties.
Where do you think you went wrong in terms of not wrapping it up?
Well, you have to take your chances.
And just overall, though, just from the bench, were you able to monitor that well? I know you were forced into a substitution there with Kekana.
It's not only him. Ali Menza played limping also. So, and Langa had tight hamstring. So we wanted to also to substitute Langa so that we can get overlap. But yeah, we just didn't have the legs for the second half.
And with the penalty shootout itself, is it just purely luck, or do you read something further into it?
I don't know, lottery, I think. Because people who usually score, we practice them. We didn't select because we select because of the way it's gone in practice. So it's part of the game, it's okay. Congratulations to them. You know, they hung in there and they deserve it. Benny deserves it. Why not? I hope he wins it for his first cup.